First graders. The story that I'm going to read to you today is called I Pledge Allegiance. And this is a big word, allegiance, but it has to do with our American flag for the United States of America. And when we come back to school, we usually say our Pledge of Allegiance every single morning. And that's exactly what this story is about. It's the Pledge of Allegiance, but it's telling you information to help you understand a little bit more about why we in the United States of America say our Pledge of Allegiance every day. So, this book is written by Bill Martin Jr. and Michael Sampson, and it's illustrated by Chris Rashka. So, I pledge allegiance. I pledge allegiance. Allegiance is loyalty, and a pledge is a promise. So I pledge allegiance to the flag. A flag is a symbol that stands for a place, thing, or an idea. Making a promise to a flag usually means the same thing as making a promise to whatever the flag stands for. So here's a bunch of different flags that are painted. And we pledge allegiance to our flag. Like we're making a promise to the United States of, so it says some of its own laws. So each state has its own name, its own song, bird, flowers, its favorite food, and even its own flag. Does anybody know what state we live in? Yep, we live in Arizona. And some of us live in Scottsdale, Arizona. Scottsdale's the city, but Arizona's the state. So each state has its own kind of unique symbols about it. And the United States is one country made up of, do you know how many states? 50 states, and there are also territories that are not states, but they're land that we have too. So the United States of America. America is a big piece of land that's made up of two continents, North America and South America. But the United States of America is only part of North America, and so is Hawaii and the Pacific Ocean. So why isn't our flag orange and pink? Well, red is for courage, white is for purity and innocence, and blue is for loyalty and fairness. So when they picked the colors of our flag for the United States of America, they picked red, white, and blue because that's what those colors stand for. Courage, purity, loyalty, and fairness. In 1818, lawmakers decided that the United States flag would have 13 stripes for the original 13 colonies and a star for every state. So I don't know if you know this, but there are 50 states, and each state has a star on the flag, which means that there are also 50 stars on our flag. Wouldn't they be surprised to learn that the flag would one day have 50 stars? I think so. So I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic. The United States of America is a republic, which means that people elect leaders to make our laws. So everybody votes in our country, and we choose the people that are going to make the laws for us. Things you can do when you say the pledge. Stand attention, look at the American flag, place your hand over your heart. If you have a hat on, it's polite to take your hat off and put it over your heart, for which it stands. So that's what they're talking about. We stand up to say the Pledge of Allegiance, we look at our flag, and we think about how happy we are to be part of the United States of America, because this is our country. Did you know that the Pledge of Allegiance was written specially for children? It was written by a man named Francis Bellamy. Mr. Bellamy published a poem in a magazine called The Youth's Companion. At That year, 12 million students said the pledge together as one voice on the 400th anniversary of Columbus's arrival to Americas. So somebody wrote the Pledge of Allegiance, and all these students stood together and they all said it. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands. And ever since then, that was in 1892, we started saying it. All the children of the country started saying the Pledge of Allegiance. One nation. Our states and territories have bonded together to make one nation. One nation means one country. We're all united together. People of many different races, cultures, and faiths call America their home. Under God, many people believe that a democracy is a reflection of how God thinks, and every single person is important. And this can be any God that you believe in. So some people go to church, some people don't go to church, some people have different religions, and that's okay. We all believe in different things. So when we say the Pledge of Allegiance, we're thinking about what you believe in. Indivisible, ooh, that's kind of a hard word. Look at that big word. Indivisible. Indivisible means unbreakable. Our country cannot be split into separate parts. We're all part of the United States of America, and we're all indivisible. We cannot be broken apart. No matter how much we might disagree about some things, we all agree on one thing, that we are strongest when we stick together and help each other out. That's us. We're all part of the America, United States of America. We stick together. With liberty. Does anybody know what liberty means? It says liberty is freedom. That means we can be free. Every person who lives in this country has a right to be free and make his or her own choices. So that's kind of what we talked about in connections. You can make whatever choices you want. You're your own person. You can decide things for yourself. It's a free country. And justice. What is justice? Well, justice means fairness. That means that we want to be fair to everyone and equal. And Americans have the right to be treated fairly by our laws. So it's kind of like if I gave somebody a brand new pencil and argon and just one person, that wouldn't be very fair because everybody else would say, hey, why does that one person get a pencil prize? So justice means it should be equal and everybody should get the same things. That goes for like using scissors and stuff too. I wouldn't just give one person scissors if we were all cutting something. It would be equal and fair to give everybody scissors if we're all doing a cutting project. So we all need to be treated fairly for all. Liberty and justice for all. And here's everyone. We all look different. We all believe different things. But we all live together in the United States of America and we're all free. So here's the whole thing. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The United States of America is a country built on some big ideas: unity, fairness, freedom, creativity, and equality. America grows and changes, the world changes. But we're all trying to hold on to the principles of liberty and justice for all. The American flag is a symbol of who we are as a people, and the flag stands for our history, our inventions, our music, our sports, our literature, our faith, and the hopes and feelings of the American people. People like you. So even if you came from another country, or you weren't born in the United States of America, as soon as you come to our country, we are all Americans. So I hope that you enjoyed this book, I Pledge Allegiance. And when we come back to school and start saying our Pledge Allegiance to the flag every morning with Miss Fenton in Humanities, you can think about why we say this as our country, because it's really important. And we'll talk about it more in history and social studies too. But I hope you guys enjoyed that book and keep saying the Pledge of Allegiance for America.